Hey guys, I was reading through some comments and I came across a comment by, let me make sure he's right, I say the name right, Damian Campbell. He asked a question about, or made a comment about mental preparedness. You know, I've done videos on, being physically prepared, being gear prepared. I've talked about some mindset, having some mindset video, but being mentally prepared is hard to do. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. BB, get out of my garden. I'm going to tell you the reason why. Because there's no possible way a person can get mentally prepared for a shit hit the fan situation because one simple thing, nobody's ever been in it. We have not been in it. We can think we are prepared mentally for what's to come, but we won't know it until we're in it. Now, I'm not talking about, a combat situation. A combat situation and say, EMP or a economy collapse is a totally different situation. Totally different mindset and totally different mental preparedness. That's why I think about stuff. That's why I get on here and I talk to you guys to get your mind going to, because I will be 150% honest. I don't know if I am mentally prepared for what's to come because I've never been in that situation. So therefore, I don't know. Um, it's going to be different. It's going to be hard. It's going to be life changing. It's going to be a lot of things that we've never experienced. So how can we prepare our mind for something we don't know nothing about? We can read books, we can watch videos, we can, do everything and get an ideal of what's to come and prepare mentally like that. But as far as being completely mentally prepared, all of us will be in trouble because none of us has been in an EMP, uh, economic collapse, or anything like that. Nuclear war. Nobody's been in that stuff, so we don't know how we're going to act mentally. A lot of people, you will have to be cold-hearted. Yes, I mean, say something was to happen and your best friend comes up to you, say 30 days into it, and he's got his two little kids and his wife, and he says, man, buddy, I'm out of food, could you help us out? You're going to have to tell him, sorry, can't help you. If I give you food, I'm taking food away from my family, because in all actuality, there's going to be no food. If what food you give away, how are you going to replace that food? There's going to be no stores open. There's going to be nothing to replace it with. So if you give your buddy of, say, 20 years food so him and his family can survive, you're cutting your own family's throat. Me, I will say no in a heartbeat and escort them off the property and tell them don't come back. You could lose a best friend that can turn into an enemy real quick because of that. Now, we can get our mind mentally set for that type of situation. We can get our mind set for defending our property. We can get our mind set for patrolling. We can get our mind set for a lot of things. But we can't 150% be mentally prepared because we've never been through it. We don't know what's coming whatsoever. Um, so I mean, you can prepare your body, you can prepare your home, you can prepare everything for what's to come based on things we have read, we have seen, we have heard. But we're not going to be 100% mentally prepared until we're in the shit. Then we will actually have hands-on experience knowing what's happening. I hope this makes sense to you. You know, that's the only way I can explain it. Um, I'll probably get a lot of disagreements out of this one. Because, oh no, if you prepare mentally, you can prepare for anything. No, you can't, because you have an ideal of what's coming, but you've actually never been in that situation. So therefore, how do you know what it's going to be like? It could be opposite of what you are thinking, what I am thinking it's going to be. It could be completely, totally opposite. Like preparing for a tornado. You prepare for a tornado, it's saying it's coming from the west, and we go east, and all of a sudden it changes directions, and you run right into it when you're going east. People really don't know what's it's going to be like. We have an ideal, but we don't 150% actually know. So therefore, we can't be 150% mentally prepared for what's to come. We can get our mindset in the right direction and on the right path. But for these people saying, I'm 100% mindset, I mean, mentally prepared for what's to come, can't be, because you've never been in it. Damien didn't say that. He just brought a comment up in a question about mental preparedness. And this is the only way I can answer it. I am not mentally prepared for an EMP or an economic collapse or a nuclear war, because I've never been in it. Now, combat and fighting and stuff like that, yeah, I've been in all that crap, and I know what is to be expected, and I can prepare my mind for that. Like if you're a police officer and you know what you're going into, you can prepare your mind. If you're a firefighter, you know what it's like to run into a burning building. If you're an EMT and you come up on a car crash, you know what you could possibly see. So you are mentally prepared for that. Just like if you're a soldier or a Marine or a Navy person or Air Force, and you've been in combat, because you've been there and you've seen it, so you know how to prepare your mind for that. You're mentally prepared because you have first-hand experience. You've seen it, done it, been there. But there's no way possible a person can be mentally prepared for a shit hit the fan situation because we haven't been in it. We don't know. So how can we prepare for something mentally that we don't know? Preparing for it physically is easy. Preparing for it gear-wise and food-wise is easy. Mentally, none of us has a clue. We have an ideal, and we can prepare our mind for that ideal, but until it actually hits, we won't know. And, like I said, I'm going to get a lot of people saying I'm wrong on this, but if you actually sit down and stop and think, you say I'm right on this one. You know, because how in the world can you mentally prepare your mind for something if you've never been in it? Just like if you was when you was a kid and you used to go into these haunted houses during Halloween, you're prepared to be scared. Your mind's prepared to be scared, like, oh yeah, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. You don't know how it's going to happen. You don't know when it's going to happen. You don't know what's going to come around the corner at you because you don't know, because you've never been in that situation before. I hope you guys understand why a way I'm saying it, because I have no other way of explaining it. Um, but yes, prepare your mind for what we see on TV, what we read, the videos we see, the books we read. Prepare your mind for that. Yes, I agree 100%. Get your mind somewhat prepared. That way, if something, an SHTF situation does happen, you'll have some kind of perception or ideal. You won't be totally blank, but none of us is going to know if we are one, if we're going to be able to mentally handle what's to come. You know, it could happen. I could fall apart and break first 30 days. I'm human. I'm not no Rambo. I'm not no subhuman Superman or something like that. You know, humanity has its limits. And I don't care how hardcore you think you are or something like that. Your mind, when it shuts down, it shuts down. It ain't nothing. No matter what kind of training you've had, how many people you've killed, how many airplanes you've jumped out, how many special missions you've been on, when that shuts down, ball game done. Plain and simple. If you don't believe me, go to the VA. Go to these hospitals where these soldiers is just totally shut down because they mentally can't take it anymore. So I hope I got my point across. Comment, leave your comments below. If you agree with me, leave your comments below. If you disagree with me, leave your comments below. I am not one of these channels that my way is the only way is the right way. That's BS. I love to hear people's opinion that's different from mine. If you disagree and say, Mike, you're wrong, I think it's this way or this way, that is cool. We would never have an issue. The only thing I have issues with is these trolls and pricks that get on here and try to cuss and try to put everybody down. That's what I have problems with, and I block them. I make them look like a turd, and then I turn around and block them so they can't respond, and they're sitting there with their finger up their butt, pissed off. So, again, I'm not knocking nobody's opinion. If you got a different opinion, that is great. It's cool. The world would be boring if everybody thought the same way. But again, just comment below. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me if I'm right, I'm wrong. Tell me if you disagree with me. Tell me how you feel, how you look at things. And hell, maybe we can learn together. Maybe I could change your outlook, or you could change my outlook, or we can just take a piece of one another's outlook and put it in ours, and it'll help us out in the long run. Everybody, be safe, keep preparing, and thank you guys. Again, you guys are the reason I keep doing this. You guys are the ones that keeps me doing YouTube and making these videos, because I learn from you guys learn from me, and it's cool as can be. Anyway, guys, be safe. Bye for now.